Good morning ladies, it's Crafty Kim 62 here, and this is just a little short tutorial on the recipe card swap that we have running in the group of mine, which is on Facebook, and it's simply Craft and Swap. It's going to be a monthly swap for your favourite comfort food recipes throughout the year, so everybody will get a taste of other people's favourite dishes. So this is what we're aiming for, and it is an easy stand-up holder. You can see it's in a tent shape with book rings. I've used 2-inch book rings because as the months go on, the more recipes you'll get. So you'll need to flick them over and have them that way. So I'll just release these. Sorry, I'm making a pig's ear of this. And I've used grey board. So the original grey board was 10 3/4 inches by 14 inches, which is this one here. So it's just normal grey board by 10 3/4 inches and 14 inches, and then I've cut that down to 9 3/4 inches by 14 inches, so obviously I've kept the length, and then I've scored at 5.5 inches, 7 inches and 8.5 inches, which leaves the 5.5 inches at the end, and I did that on my Martha Stewart board. If you don't have grey board, then you can just use a piece of A3 card, which obviously is larger than the grey board that I've used, but all you do is just simply cut it down to size, do the score lines, and then you have the same result. The next thing I did was you score, the middle score goes into a valley, so that goes into a valley, and those ones are mountains, so that when it stands up it has a nice secure base for you to put it on your workbench. And when you post, if you're going to send this as a gift to someone, then it falls flat. But obviously for this project you are just sending the recipe cards and not the holder. You'll be making the holder yourself. So that is that, and at the top you just need to punch, see whether you can see, you just need to punch 2 holes at the top, at the front and at the back, to hold your book rings. The next thing I did was on the computer I used my Serif graphic program, and I made a square for the photograph of the finished recipe. The recipe, I've left a gap for the name of the recipe, the ingredients, measurements, the temperature, the cooking time, and then on the bottom I've just left the instructions with lots of lines for you to write in the instructions. I think it's nice to have other people's handwriting, so what I will do is I'll use this as my template and I'll attach the photograph, but I will write in the name, the ingredients, and I'll do everything by hand, and depending on how many I have to make, then I will attach a photograph each time to the recipe sheet, but I will scan and print the full recipe on and the full instructions on, so you still get my handwriting, but depending on how many we have to make, it might be a long job to write each individual one, so I'll be scanning and copying my handwritten instructions and ingredients. As I said, it's going to be 8 by 5. I chose 8 by 5 because you'll get the front and the back from one sheet of paper, from one A4 sheet of paper, and I'll cut these down slightly smaller than the 5 by 8, and then I'm going to mount them onto a darker background, which is an A4, and you will end up with this. So that is the recipe card with the front. It's edged in black, so there's space for the photograph, for the writing and everything. This obviously will be completed before I attach it to the black, but when you turn your recipe sheet, you've got the instructions on the back, and then it's easy to follow. So all you do is just you flip round your holder, so I'll just attach it. I'll just put one ring in, and the other ring. So obviously you will need to centralise your recipe card, join them at the top, meet them at the top, equal gaps at the side and at the bottom so that it stands nicely, and then all you do is you just flip it over, turn it around, and then you can complete the instructions. Mine's not decorated yet, this is just for the video purposes, so as you go along I will let you know how mine has been decorated up. Thank you for watching, ladies. This is a tutorial for the holder and the recipe card idea for Simply Craft and Swap on Facebook. Please come along and join if you've enjoyed watching the video and see what else we're going to get up to in 2005. Happy New Year, everybody. It's early morning here, January the 1st, 2015. Sorry, did I say 2005 there? Oh, that's gone back 10 years. Wish it was, but never mind. So join me on creating Simply Craft and Swap. Bye bye for now.